All right. First story I want to go into is with Ken Langone, okay? With everything that's going on, with everything that's happening with Epstein, with everything that's going on with the fumble that we're talking about, when you look at policies, how policies are being implemented by the president, there's a lot of big victories that they're having. And Ken Langone, okay, one of the Home Depot founders, multi-billionaire, wrote a book called I Love Capitalism, phenomenal book, said the following of what's going on with Trump. He said, I am sold on Trump. Rob, if you can play this clip. Here's Ken Langone.
Look, let me tell you right now, I am sold on Trump. In fact, I'll say this. I think he's got a good shot at going down in history as one of our best presidents ever.
Bingo.
That is a real turnaround because you didn't want to vote for him.
I tell you the reason. I want to tell you, I'm a believer. What I'm seeing happening is absolutely nothing short of a great thing. And there's a beat. People are walking with more bounce in there. It's all around.
I gave you quite a bit of grief.
Huh?
I gave you grief.
You give me grief?
I gave you grief when it was a binary choice. You're still complaining about Trump and it was a binary choice. It's like, are you kidding me?
Knowledge implies one thing. When you made a mistake, admit it.
Okay.
Good for him.
I think this guy is turning out to be a president.
Right.
One of the pilots on that miraculous trip to Iran that we wiped out, whatever the hell we wiped out,
Right.
he said, you're the only guy that in the presidency that would have done what you did. One of the pilots said that.
Yeah.
And you know what? He's probably right.
By the way, I said $4 billion guy. He's a $9 billion guy. Ken Langone says it makes a comment like this about Trump with everything that's going on. This guy's given $300 million to NYU School of Medicine, okay? $200 million gifts made to 2008 and 2018. He's not a Trump guy. This is what most people don't realize. This is a guy that gave $10 million to the STUNS part-time MBA program, $11 million donated to Bucknell University, $5 million to the Animal Medical Center in New York. This guy's been given money he's given nearly over $500 million of his wealth away, okay, is what he's done. And he wrote a book, I Love Capitalism. There's a story in there I want to tell, but I want to first go to Adam with this, and then I'll tell the story. Go ahead, Adam. Your thoughts on the story.
So I believe this is a major function of the Trump's third term. We don't have any other presidents that in our lifetime who've basically said, listen, time out, you're going to go sit on the bench for 4 years, study, come back, and do better your second time around. Trump 2.0 is a masterclass versus Trump 1.0 was sort of a train wreck. He knows where all the quote-unquote bodies are buried this time. He knows what's going on in the swamp. He knows what's going on in the Republican side of things. He knows what's going on the Democrat side of things. So you're going to just do better. When he came into office, when we had Eric Trump here, I said, how much more equipped are you guys this time around than the first time around? He goes, oh, it's not even close. And he full on admitted we had no clue what we were doing. And that's the reality of this situation. Trump is now basically on his 10th year of being the president of the United States, and he's implementing his agenda. And here's the kicker. He don't give a shit if certain people don't like certain things. He's not running for re-election. He doesn't basically have that worry where, oh, people are going to upset me. Trump has thick skin. Everyone criticized Trump for having thin skin the first time around. Oh, he's thin-skinned. He's attacking everybody. He can't let anything go. At this point, the only thing he's still attacking the first time around was Rosie O'Donnell. At this point, he's like, I don't care. Say what you want to say. And it's giving cover for his agenda. There's a lot of people upset with Trump for certain things these days that were not in his top 20 list. And he basically says, I don't give a shit. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to win. America's going to be great again. And everyone else who was doubting him is now falling in line in lockstep.
Tom, your thoughts on this story?
I'll tell you, first of all, hats off to Ken Langone because he's showing leadership that is tough, direct, and humble without being weak. And he plainly says, you know what? You know how many decisions this guy has made in his life, key decisions, Home Depot and the business he's run, and they get it wrong? If they get it right every time, in 15 years, you could have a monopoly in any market. If every single decision you make is right. And he's coming out saying, you know what? I didn't sue him. Becky Quick was called him on that. He says, I didn't. And I'm supporting him now. I think he's getting it right. And there was a quote that wasn't in the video that Ken made, which I thought was interesting. He says, I think, damn it, give Trump credit. His instincts are good, and there are things that need to be fixed. And so look what he's focusing on. Make a decision, Mr. President, and let's fix something. And you're not going to get it right every time. And I think that's strong. And I agree with what Adam just said, as echoed, because I sat right here when Eric Trump said it isn't even close. We have a different vetting process. We have learned. We got things going. And so now it's on a different thing. But this is only one side of what's going on right now. So you could look at this. You could look at the AI energy investment. You look at Apple putting $500 million into the rare earth minerals in Las Vegas project. You look, all these things have happened in the last 3 days that are wins, Pat, that are big W's. But there's this cloud.
Yeah, there's this cloud. And by the way, let me tell you a story about Ken Langone. This is why guys like Mamdani, AOC, all of these guys, when they talk about capitalism, socialism, communism, whatever they want to talk about, Ken tells a story about capitalism, about the fact that his dad died at 62 years old. And he says, my dad died at 62 from the same issues that I had, but in my late 50s, give or take, I may get the age wrong, I was on blood thinners. And blood thinners, if my dad had access to blood thinners, which were not around when he died at 62, my dad would have lived to 80, 90 years old. By the way, do you know how old Ken Langone is right now?
90?
How old is he?
I think.
What's his age? 1935, 89. He'll be 90 years old in less than a month. Okay, in exactly 2 months, he'll be 90 years old. Because of blood thinners. How did blood thinners come out? Because of capitalism. Why is it because of capitalism? There's an incentive to create a solution for a problem. Certain ways of getting that blood thinner on. My dad's been on blood thinners for God knows how many years. He's 83 years old. So common sense prevails, and I love the fact that he says I was wrong. This guy's doing the right job. Remember about a month ago, I was wearing this hat, and I said this is officially my top 3 favorite hats.
Sick.
Future looks bright. The colors here, absolutely sick. I can wear this with exactly what I have on right now. Matter of fact, I'm going to just put it on. I love this hat.
It doesn't
okay?
match, by the way.
Huh?
It doesn't match.
I love this hat. I absolutely love this hat. It's officially out. It's limited edition. It's one of the numbered ones that we do that comes in the box when we mail it out to you, and it's numbered out of 1 out of 250. You guys already know what happens with our numbered stuff. If you go on eBay, Rob, and you type in Future Looks Bright, you'll see our material and our merch is there all over the place. But preferably, I want you to buy this stuff to wear it. But if you... For some of you buy it and put it on eBay. If you can keep going lower and lower and lower, you'll see all this stuff priced at, some of them are ridiculous numbers that people put them up here to sell them at, especially the numbered ones. But for some of you that are diehard fans of the Future Looks Bright gear, the new limited edition, 1 out of 250 is here, numbered. And this is, again, my top 3 favorite hat. We've had Future Looks Bright, the blue one. Go to vtmerch.com, place an order, get one for yourself. Some of you guys that are on the email list and on Connect Circle's merch circle that we have, you are told about this before anybody else. So a ton of them sold out last night and early this morning. All I'm saying is place the order. This will sell out in the next hour or two. You don't want to come back to us and say, how can I get one of these? We can't sell it to you. You got to go on eBay to buy them, and it'll definitely be at a different price than the $99. So go to vtmerch.com, place your order. Limited edition Future Looks Bright hat is here.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.